Running through this arena. This is going to be some battle. One-on-one, mano-a-mano.
Harsh impact. Nailed it.
Clothesline. Looks like he's starting to sweat now, but he's very aware of who he's in there with and what he has to do to rebound.
He just has to make sure this doesn't get too out of hand for him. Sometimes, momentum has a way of permanently swinging one way. That's what he wants to avoid here.
Uh-oh. This isn't going to be pretty. Incredible impact. Beautiful technique. He's in full control now.
The best way to describe combatants crashing inside a steel cage is its battle of attrition. Sometimes a superstar is left with no choice but to fight fire with fire and do whatever they need to do in order to win the match. And sometimes it comes down to a superstar doing whatever they need to do in order to survive.
Byron, you touched on this earlier, but it's so important for a superstar to accept that there's nowhere to run and nowhere to hide in a steel cage match. That the conflict will be resolved within the 15-foot-high steel walls that surround the ring. And that losing a cage match can mean much more than a mark in the loss column. For some, it has meant the end of their career.
It's difficult to describe the damage that can be done to a superstar who competes in a steel cage match. We see the physical harm, but we don't see the psychological effects from being inside the cage. Make no mistake about it, Michael. The steel cage truly represents survival of the fittest.
No, there's the reversal.
The rivalry between Ultimate Warrior and Ravishing Rick Rude began during the Super Pose Down at the 1989 Royal Rumble. Then it progressed to where both superstars battled over the Intercontinental Championship. At SummerSlam 90, the rivals met inside a 15-foot-high steel cage for the WWE Championship. Victory could be achieved by pinfall or escape from the cage.
Corey, the WWE Championship match between the Ultimate Warrior and Ravishing Rick Rude was the second half of the double main event at 1990 SummerSlam. The rivalry between the Warrior and the Ravishing One was so heated that no one knew what to expect.
Unbelievable. This singles match is over.
When he introduced the enclosure, everything is possible. What a match this was.
Here is your winner, T-Rex.
These competitors are squaring off, looking to outmatch each other.
It's going to be a tall task for one of these two.
For generations, the steel cage match has been considered one of the most ruthless matches of all time.
Vertical suplex. Nice.
Before 2017's Extreme Rules, there were just 3 previous tag team matches where championship gold was decided inside a steel cage in the history of WWE special events. The Hardy Boys were in 2 of those matches. At Extreme Rules, in order to win the match, both members of a team had to exit the cage and have both feet on the floor.
The Hardys used their famous continuity to gain the early advantage until Cesaro and Sheamus utilized their devastating power to slow the pace of the match down. Both teams battled atop the steel cage, but in the end, Sheamus and Cesaro won the race to the arena floor to become new Raw Tag Team Champions.
Dropkick hits the mark.
Oh, what a snapmare.
Oh, perfectly executed.
Lariat. He's looking a little weary here. This may very well be one of his toughest challenges in a very long time.
This cage really has gotten the best of him tonight so far. So much so that it makes me question if he even has what it takes to win this thing.
Hey, he can still win this thing, guys. We've all seen him come back from much worse.
And that one grounds him.
I didn't realize he had such a glass jaw.
There's a pin now.
And a kick out. Not even close on that one.
Not yet. Oh, what impact.
The WWE Universe has seen the evolution of the steel cage in the enclosure known today as Hell in a Cell. The first time an enclosed cage was seen was in October of 1983 in the last Battle of Atlanta. The enclosed cage was seen a few years later in the War Games match from the NWA. There were even... Yes! Unreal performance!
Now let's take another look at these guys in action.
Ain't nothing better than action like this.
Here is your